good and great people. As you can see, we three Art Heauxs, but we one Art Heauxs today for the most part. I am going to take the time to kind of fill y'all in on my project. I don't know if anybody has been to our Paper, Pen, and Pencil Network page. Oh, I'm sorry. First of all, let me introduce myself. Y'all already know what it is. It is the Flaky Flamboyant Frenzy, the Candid Christian, the Hood Girl Next Door, the Patron Saint of 7 Mile in the Archdiocese of Van Dyke. It's your girl Chris Jones, Motor City Peach. There's nobody to say who, so it's cool. But yeah, I'm just going to my partners, my other two Art Heauxs. Shout out to Odie Blue and Nikki Blue. They are taking a pause for the calls right now because we are going to talk about my project that I just released a couple weeks ago, and a series that I am starting. One of the projects I'm working on. It is called In the Key of, and excuse me, and basically it is a 6-book series. It is books of poetry, some short poetry, some longer poetry, and everything, and each book tells a tale, and they're all intertwined. And to launch it, the book releases next month, and to kick off my book release, I actually did a little mini video. I don't know if you caught it. If you haven't, the link is actually in the bio. You can see the video there, along with all the rest of our episodes, along with all of our other episodes that we've had before. But yeah, notifications going off, of course. But yeah, it's been a journey. Shout out to Real. And I'll put a link to him and everything in a second. He helped shoot the video, but I edited everything. But yeah, I'm pretty excited. This is my first time ever writing a book or anything. But yeah, that is that for the most part. Trying to think of any other parts that I want to kind of touch on. Oh, music pick. My music pick for the week. What was my music pick this week? I had a song that I was stuck on, and I can't remember what song I was stuck on this week. What was my music pick for this week? Honestly, I think I'm a repeat offender this week, and it's Heaven Only Knows by Music Soul Child again. I think I did that like 3 weeks ago or something like that. But that was my pick, and that's my pick again. It's just a good song. Music makes good music. I don't know if I've said that before, and I know that sounds crazy, but he makes good music. So yeah, that's that. But that is definitely my music pick for that week. But yeah, and the page itself is at In the Key of series. As I said, it kind of tells a tale really quickly. It's not really a love story, but basically it tells about how you really have to transform your thoughts on certain things and how the outcome of a relationship can be. So basically, and I mean, this is a true story-esque and everything, but you know, when you are involved with people and things can go sour, it's not always black and white, cut and dry, like, oh, this person cheated, this person did that and everything. Sometimes when you kind of don't define, when the relationship doesn't have a solid base in the first place, it can cause things to go haywire. When y'all are not getting clear understanding on things, when y'all are not being intentional, and it can just kind of cause emotions to kind of be everywhere. Or even when things switch up, when y'all maybe agree to a certain thing. This is why I particularly am not a fan of the whole, oh, we just gonna kick it, and we just gonna do this and do that, whatever, and this and that. And then when it switch up and feelings get involved, you like, so are you supposed to not acknowledge the fact that you feel a certain way, or are you just supposed to just go with it and see what happens? And if both parties are not agreed, then You know, what do you do? So that's my thing on that. And so you have a choice. So many times, a lot of, I'll say us women, but it's a lot of men too. We let how the relationship happened, and we let whatever happened in relation to that made it dissolve overtake us. Like, we'll let it completely change our perspective on. We'll let it completely change our perspective on future relationships, how we deal with people in the future and everything. And that's not, honestly, it's not healthy for yourself. And it's just not healthy for any future relationship you may choose to have. Like, to just put everything on hold or kind of just pause to just be like, oh man, well, this happened and everything, so I'm never going to do that. It's very freeing to basically change your mindset on things. You can never control how a person reacts or what a person does ever, but you can control how you react to it and how you change your mind to things, or how you just, deal with a thing. So in a situation that I was in, I can't even really say the last, but a situation that I was in, I had a choice. I chose to acknowledge how I was feeling, instead of just being like, oh yeah, I got feelings, but nothing, this and that. And the feeling was mutual in a way, but we weren't just really ready to, I guess, address it. And that's fine, because people, what we have to remember is that people are at all different all different walks of life and everything. And so the lessons that you may have learned and experienced and everything is not going to be the ones that somebody else have. So honestly, because a person experiences and walks and everything is different from yours, then you can hold them accountable, but they're not honestly responsible for your feelings, because you always have a choice. Especially if a person says, hey, this is how I'm feeling, or how they react, they're not responsible for the way that you feel about something. Absolutely not. So you are responsible for how you react and how you handle situation there going forward. So once I realized that, once I had to sit there and stop being like, oh, he did this and he did that and we did it and he didn't acknowledge me, he didn't love me. Okay, if I loved him a certain way or if I felt a certain way about him, it was not his response. That's on me. It's not his responsibility. No matter how I may have treated him, or no matter how he may have felt, he's allowed to change his mind. He's allowed to be a certain way. So I had to say, okay, do I take a L, which is it really a L if it didn't work out? Because guess what? Everything's not meant to work out. I'm a firm believer that if it didn't happen, that means it wasn't yours. So I don't want it. If it don't I'm good. I don't want it. So, if it doesn't happen in that certain way and everything, whatever, then cool. But I had to change my mindset about it, because people underestimate the power of your thoughts. That's where a lot of stuff starts off in the core. If you have a certain mindset about things, and if you continually keep the mindset, if you wake up every day and you are sowing into yourself, because it starts with the mind. So just like you planting your own seeds, if you wake up every day with a mindset that this is going to be a shitty day, this is going to be like this is going to be like that, this and that, it's going to continually be like that until you change your mindset. People don't understand how powerful your mind is. So it's once you start there, and once you start putting stuff out in the universe, you're going to be stuck in the same rut that you always are. If you can't, and it's not even being unrealistic, like, oh, it's going to be, rainbows and everything. No. But you have to start with, all right, shit's going to change. So that's how I was. I was like, okay, so I could sit here and boohoo and cry and be like, oh, this happened, this and that. Or I could say, you know what? I chose to accept what happened. I cannot change what happened at all. But I'm still alive. I didn't die. This didn't kill me. I appreciate the person for who he was, and I'm going to keep on moving on from there. So that is the biggest takeaway that a lot of people that I want people to really take away from it. I tell people the biggest thing that I want you to do is to listen to what I'm saying. It's just a lot of really me talking, but everything is important, and the key components are right there for you to kind of see how, I guess, I managed to shift stuff around or kind of transform it. But I think it's a good thing, and I invite you to check it out, like I said. But yeah, I won't make this very long. This is going to be a short 3-hour whole show. We will definitely be me and the the trio will definitely be back next week, doing our thing as usual. Um, but the final words I want to leave you with is go flip and go look at the go watch the film. Go go watch it. Um, so yeah, that's my little short. I appreciate everyone that supported, gave me feedback, had my back through it. Um, just everything. Oh, okay, wait. Actually, I guess before I go, hold on. Uh, it's gonna be two. Okay. What is we looking at? Is it
It's
painting?
you shouldn't be able to see that. You should be able to see me.
Oh, I see the paint. Oh, go back to the blue hair though. Switch it back around. I mean, I know we live, but switch it back around. I want to see the hair.
I can't see anything on my screen.
Oh, it's hair. I mean, we live, but I'm just looking at the hair.
I
Ooh.
can't like I honestly can't even see
Oh,
my
switch it.
screen.
Oh, switch it. Can you see you?
No, I can't see anything.
I literally am looking right at you.
Okay, I'm a dip out and come back.
Okay, dip out. Come back. Try it again. Okay, we're gonna see if she can come back in and everything. Be too far going. Um. All right, so let's try this again. Go live. Okay. Let's see. Is it gonna work? Is it gonna work? Can you see? Is it gonna work? I'm
Can
I'm
you?
looking at the picture again. How is it? How is it not showing you? So was your screen just
I
completely
don't
black?
know. It was black the first time, and now
See, you
it's
see me now, right?
no. It's a. I can see you, but it's a braid. It's my painting again. It's like a frozen frame of the braid.
Nope. You're. I see you fully talking and everything. Like you just. Cause you touching
Well,
the
let me
top
not
of
make any. Let me not make any random ass faces since I can't see
the.
myself for
you
whatever
you look
reason. I can't see myself.
you look beautiful if that's helping you. That kind of
Thank you.
your green beanie popper boo.
I'm not about to play with
with the
you.
nails.
Man,
Why was I thinking about them stupid memes earlier? I'm like, she the only one to find everybody with nails. And I was like, how did she magically finding these memes?
they're my favorite. Like I found
What
all of
the
the
what?
Avengers.
What does one search to find the one? I forgot which one I was laughing. Dang, what was it?
What is the search of which you speak? Like I just be finding the motherfuckers.
Like, how do
I
what do you
literally
nails? Like these type of. I was like, where does she be finding this ignorance at? Because
mostly Twitter. Twitter is a very wild place.
got all. You're right. You're right. Twitter got the
Why
goddamn
is
memes.
my
You're right.
phone tripping like this though? I literally can't even monitor the random ass bullshit faces I'm gonna make because I can't see anything. I hate it here.
I was getting ready to say something. Uh, I guess you can introduce yourself, even though it's like 15 minutes in, for those that may not know who you are.
Hi
And
everybody, my name is Olie Blue.
I,
Hashtag huh?
I said I did my drop, so I think it's only fitting that you do.
I'm not even gonna do full drops. Like hashtag artist, like any art form that you could possibly think of, aside from like fire dancing or pole dancing, I probably do it or have done it. And I actually did pole dancing. I've never done fire dancing.
Tell us about this pole dancing you've done.
I don't want to.
I I would like to hear about this pole dancing.
We can talk about this personally. I don't feel like the viewers need to know about my random
No,
activity.
no.
I talked to hot look. I talked about hot girl summer to a person I never thought I would be talking about hot girl summer with. Period. Like you don't discuss certain things with certain people. And I was like, oh, wasn't expecting to ever tell you about my thottiest moments.
I mean, it slips out. It slips out sometimes.
Okay, slips out. Okay.
No, just 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 slides on out of there sometimes. Just you
You
try to
relax.
scoop. What was I getting ready to say? What was it? You got a music pick this week?
Actually, I don't. I've been listening to a lot of random old shit from like my childhood. So I ended up listening to the Aliens Ate My Buick album. It's just as ridiculous as it's like elevator music meets
Wait, elevator music. Okay, and
yeah, music
the part that bothers me is that when you said elevator music, I'm like, oh, I know exactly what you're like. I
because
can't
it's
think of the name.
different.
The song popped in my head. I'm like, oh, that,
It's kind of like elevator music meets funk meets jazz meets. It's a whole bunch of shit all together, but it's from oh man, what is his name? Something Dolby. I guess it's like a play off Dolby Digital or whatever. So that whole album, I remember listening to it on cassette in my dad's Corolla, his little white Toyota Corolla,
hey,
most of like the late 90s. So I ended up just listening to that all week.
I think I was listening to what was I? What was I sitting there on? My song was a repeat, but also it was a couple other songs I was listening to that I had on repeat. I was listening through Run the Jewels album. I'm kind of like
Who's that?
Killer Mike and I can't think of the other dude's name. Run the Jewels,
Oh, that's
but
the
also
name of the album. Run the Jewels is the name of the
that's their
album.
that's their is Run the Jewels.
Oh, okay.
But also Tiana
Not here.
Taylor. I kind of like Tiana Taylor
Haven't
album.
li- I haven't listened to it yet.
I'm
And I like it's like one person on Facebook was like, "Oh, I thought Tiana Taylor's album was gonna be family friendly." Not.
no
So,
no 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 no.
oh, it
You say it
doesn't.
was
The cover art doesn't
you,
even
you
look family friendly.
no, but you know why? If you listen to the first like two like the intro, her intro
Mhm.
honestly brought me to tears. It was so beautiful. So the intro is basically like you hear audio from him proposing to her, and then you hear the audio from when he called when she was giving birth because you know she gave birth at home. He delivered the baby. He delivered their daughter.
Yeah, I
So
remember
like
that.
so you can hear like the audio of him making a 911 call and everything, and like he was crying. He was like, "I got my daughter in my hand." I was in the car like,
Why would you listen to that in the car? Why? Oh, just like that. Oh, you were snotting.
like
Oh, okay. Huffing and
it was
puffing.
no that like if you'd have pulled up next to me in traffic, you'd be like, "Help somebody get somebody in the phone." It was
She needs some milk.
it was yeah, it was. I said, why would she make this the intro? What is going on here?
That's how you open. Honestly, that's how you open up an album. You have to make it deliberate and impactful to the point where people like, this is some shit that I will never forget in my life. That's
Oh
what you
my god,
want.
it was just so. And then the next song is a song with Junie on there, her daughter, and Rick Ross, and it's so cute. Like it's just, but then as it goes to the rest of the album, it's like, isn't that cute? I again that it's like, hey, what happened? I thought it was turn it
It's
down.
Tiana Taylor. I don't know why y'all are surprised for real.
Like I tend to turn down the music when I get on my block because my cousin taught me years ago that your neighborhood is MBZ. It's a no bump zone, so you turn your sounds all the way down when you pull up in there. So I turned it down because I was like, oh no no no, can't be having my music extra loud. Turn it down, and I was vibing to it, and then I got to the one. I think it's 1-800 the 800 song whatever, and it was hey Steve hey, and it was she did she say dick a lot? She it was a word that she said. I was like, oh, turn it, turn it,
Mad
pause button.
ridiculous. I'm not surprised in the slightest. I wish I could say that I was surprised. I really wish I could.
I wasn't surprised, but also for whatever reason, for 2 seconds, I forgot I was listening to Tiana Taylor until I said, "Oh, shit, what no, what, So
Surprised.
that just
Okay, okay. In her defense, the cover art alluded to the fact that it was gonna be some wild shit. She literally, hey Caesar, you still spell it. Why do you spell my name like that, baby? We gonna talk. We
oh,
gonna talk.
it's Caesar. It's Odie. Just take that L.
It is Blew. We've talked about this for 11 years now.
Oh no, Lord Jesus, yeah, you missed it. You take it, take
Uh-huh.
the take. out and bend
Uh-huh.
it up and
All of them. All of them.
take the L out.
Anyway,
Put it. For
she
the record, if you ever try to spell mine, it's Krys. I just don't. It's no CHR. No, we don't. We are well, Nia. How are you, hon? There we go. Odie. Yep. There we go. Now throw a W and put. Yep. That's looking like a show. Like a show.
I'm done. So yeah. What was I saying? Oh, cover art. Very, very, very reminiscent of I don't know. Like, oh man. Grace, it was very Grace Jones for me.
No. That's
Very provocative.
like literally when I seen it, I was like, all right, Grace. I was like, okay, with the Grace Jones vibe.
And
For one, I love that cover art. Like, I actually weird because I'm not a fan of listening to the first thing ever. When everybody's like, "Oh, you gotta listen to such an album," I'll listen next year because y'all can cycle through that. I don't want to listen right now, but seeing the cover art made me want to listen to the album. that's what that's what made me want.
Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Jones.
I was like, "Ooh,
Oh
look!"
my
So I listened to. I was like, "Ooh, I love this cover art. Let me give this a." We miss you too.
God. Miss you
Kind sir.
too.
Maybe maybe by the time my second book roll around, maybe by the time the second book roll around, I'll have to see if you can slide me in for a feature with the
Outside should actually be open again.
when outside by that time outside should be open again, and yeah, we'll make some stuff shake.
Home
Uh,
of,
what else I hear to say? Oh, this is
um
but yeah, let's see. And that made me maybe. Have you never had an album that you seen the cover art and it made you want to listen to it?
honestly, every Tame Impala album ever. That's the reason I started listening to Tame Impala because I saw their cover art, and it's not even like over the top type shit. It's just like captivating enough that you're like, I wonder what this sound like. And I
Let me
listened to
see.
it and was like, oh,
You said Tame Impala.
Tame Impala. It's kind of like indie. I don't know how else to explain it, but it's really nice. They make really great music.
Which cover
Um,
art? Ooh, they got some. Oh, this this.
all of them,
Oh, the Slow Rush. Ooh, I like this. I like
all of them,
Slow
all
Rush.
of them. The Slow Rush, I think, is
I
the
like
yeah.
that.
That's the one. But
Oh my.
the one that got me hooked on them was, I believe, either the one with the gate. It's like a
On the
steel, a wrought iron fence in front. That's the one that got me. I was like,
on the.
okay, this is not even elaborate. It's just well thought out. The
Yeah,
view
it's.
itself, the depth in
I,
it is just
I'm
really
I'm I'm
beautiful.
I'm here for it. I'm lit like this inner speaker B sides and remixes. Yeah, I like this little
Which one is that? Hell
like
yeah,
this.
that one. That's beautiful.
Yeah,
Oh,
I like
that's and Fleet Foxes.
Fleet
Every
Foxes.
cover art that they have like makes me feel all of my feelings all at once. And
Let's
I'm just
see.
like, what the fuck is happening here? So
Oh, it's like
they're really elaborate. They're very intricate.
yeah, it's like
Yeah, beautiful as
calming.
fuck.
Yeah, that's
So I
dope.
completely, like I said, I completely get, oh, excuse me, looking at a cover art and just going, yeah, I need to listen to this because
Yeah,
I'm
for whatever.
curious enough now.
And it's not like that whole like it's not like I haven't seen anything like that before, but it just I don't know. It just kind of it it drew me in. I was like, oh, let me get this a little whirl. Let me see how this is going. Yeah, it did. It drew me in. Okay. Okay, I don't remember if I asked this question before, but I think I was saying because I was talking about me listening to Dissect and everything. I feel like I did ask before, and I wish we had Britt to answer this too. So when I was, because that's Dissect is one of my favorite podcasts, by the way. Everybody, people's probably the top one. Maybe might be up there between them and Jamel Hill.
I haven't heard about it for at least 2 to 3 episodes by this point. Here we go.
I don't know, But did I ask the whole Beyonce Lemonade thing? Like, what's worse, being jealous or crazy? Did I ask that question before?
No.
So, what do you think? What is worse, or what would you rather be, jealous or crazy? If you could only be one.
Okay, now I have counter questions to answer my
Well,
question.
no, no,
No, no, no, no,
no,
no, no, because it makes a difference. It makes a difference. Clinically, actually crazy, like diagnosed crazy, or just you are spinning on yourself. You've allowed yourself to make it to a crazy portion of your brain. That's
yes,
gonna make the difference between mine. Who?
yes, yes.
Yes, bitch. It's two options. Am I clinically diagnosed or am I just out here dangling?
Oh, low end theory. Low end theory. Yeah, you're right. Caesar was saying the low end theory. What you
I
call it?
haven't seen it, but I will go look it up when we get off here. Definitely will look that up. Okay, so answer. Am I
The one with
clinically
the colorful light. You've seen it. You've seen it. Is this?
with the swooshes?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
the
see
booty with the swooshes. The swooshes, yes.
the booty with the swooshes is absolutely the way to the booty with the. I'm forever describing that as the booty with the swooshes, but we
The booty with the swooshes.
but but no, yes, that's my answer. Yes,
No, am I clinical or am I not? Because that's gonna make the difference.
generally, jealous or crazy.
Fuck, man.
Generally, so jealous is just as broad of a topic as I'm implying it to be. So it could be you jealous of a certain everything, whatever. Before you even ask that question, too, am I just jealous of is it a situation, a person, a place? Yep. Or crazy, which is just as general. Clinically, you crazy in yourself,
Hmm.
whatever. Jealous or crazy.
Okay, okay. Hear me out.
Listening.
God, I don't want to answer this question like this. Um, due to the fact that they're both rooted in about the same shit. If you're not clinically crazy, if you're not actually diagnosed with something and you're just out here on tip just because, it's probably being based off insecurities or mistrust because of other situations that you've been in and all of that other shit. I think that I would rather be jealous because you can taper off times of jealousy as long as you communicate better. But if you're in your head on some crazy shit, it might not be any rationalizing with you. You might just be on some shit in your head and just be like, whatever I feel, I'm feeling, and it's valid and whatever. Not to say that anyone's feelings aren't valid. It's just sometimes you could not
Sometimes
you,
you you
but
you
like
can
you can
you
be
can
on tip and you just be like, what the fuck are you doing? Simmer down. So
Caesar said, "I'll take jealousy hands down. I just live alone." I think if I had to pick to either be jealous or crazy, if I had to be one or the other,
think about this before you say it out loud because it's gonna be on tape.
I I am. I honestly would take crazy. I'm taking crazy because several reasons.
Okay.
You can function in both, but I feel like you can function better in crazy because for one, crazy could possibly be just a matter of somebody's opinion. Niggas call me crazy all the time. Are you crazy?
Chris, you actually, but you are though. Oh.
Has it been proved? Never mind.
Somebody
Um,
calling me. Somebody say something. I'm
nobody,
coming.
no, nobody. So, so crazy can be a matter of opinion. Whatever. Let's take
You're
that.
right.
And also, even if it is, let's just say it's clinically.
Hmm.
Let's just say it's clinically. Just as I was okay, you could. There's still ways to kind of deal with that and everything. That said Nars Barkley. Caesar, I'm not fooling with you that. You can still. There's still ways to even cope with that. And even if it's just I'm crazy, just inside of my head, like I was just talking about earlier, there's ways that you can program yourself to kind of retrain and rethink your thoughts if you really concentrate on that and just to start. You know what I'm saying? So I'll take
Yes,
crazy. So crazy.
yes,
I don't
and
want to be
no.
jealous of no MF body.
Okay, I get what you're saying. because if you're clinically crazy, it's more of an imbalance. So technically,
Yeah.
something could just rebalance you and you'd be fine if you
You
had
can
no
get that.
jealousy issues.
Boom, you okay?
But if
No,
you
not.
just, if you're not clinically crazy, if it's not like actual imbalance, if you're just sitting on tip with yourself, I would rather be jealous because all it is a matter of talking through personal experiences and issues.
You can do both for both. You can talk through. Okay. It might be a little bit more difficult.
Through running the mill, is 7 Mile and Van Dyke crazy? No shade.
Now we not that. It ain't no talking that down sometimes.
Okay, right. You're not talking down 7 Mile Van Dyke crazy. You're not doing that.
But imagine, would you want 7 Mile Van Dyke crazy, or would you want 7 Mile Van Dyke jealous? Somebody,
Neither. I would like
somebody
7 Mile Van Dyke
up
away
a
from
set
my house.
jealous. I feel like somebody ended up in the trunk and this first 48 shit, and it's a whole series of it. Like we're like, they're like, yeah,
Ladies and gentlemen, y'all have heard it here straight from the Archdiocese. He said, "What about playing with your own peanut butter
yeah,
basket?"
but okay. So I don't know if I want to be that crazy.
Are we talking about? We're not talking about actual peanut butter,
I
are
know what. And so that right there, when he said, "What about playing your own peanut butter batshit crazy?" I'm upset because I know exactly what he was talking about. So maybe, and listen, now follow me. So in that might deem me a little crazy to somebody, but look at how well I function. Boom, give me crazy.
peanut butter. Can we discuss what we're talking about? Poo, aren't we?
Think
We're talking
about
about
it.
poo. We're
You're
talking
playing
about
with your
poo,
own.
aren't we? We're
We're
talking
talking
about
about
poo.
Yep,
We're talking
yep,
about poo.
yep, yep, yep.
No, I'd never want to be that crazy. There's never a time where I'm like, you know what? I get mad when you wipe, but you don't sit the toilet paper correctly
Oh,
on
and
to
that
your
little
fingers, and you get that little nick of poo. Oh, I'd be like, what the?
it mess your whole. I don't care what time of day or what it is. It could
Never.
literally be just a dot up. You could be in that bitch like this. It could be like it could be this much.
Yes, yes,
You don't
mad.
you
I'm mad.
you done,
I'm mad.
you done, you trying to take your whole hand off at
Your
that point.
hand is lava until you wash it. Like you don't touch.
And
You're
then you
carrying
question
your hand around.
everything after that. You
Oh
like
yeah, that is.
that's it. Like your whole hookup done. Your whole hookup is done after that.
It's pretty.
After
It's pretty horrible.
you
So
you
no,
you question you questioning your ability to actually take care of yourself as an adult. You like, oh yeah, seriously, I do it all the time in my job. Listen, I've been in healthcare before. I've taken care. Look, I've taken care of my mother, my ex mother-in-law. May she rest in peace.
nope, nope.
I don't even. It's so like whatever. It don't even. I don't even think twice about it. But and the funny thing is, Caesar, I don't think twice about it. But let me tell you, if it's mine and that little dot is on my hand, I done passed out. So I don't know why.
You feel betrayed by your own booty hole. It's just be like, booty hole, what are you
You sit there
doing?
like, am I an adult for real now? Am I grown?
Exactly. Like, how long have I been wiping myself? So long that I shouldn't have poo on it.
I have
That's the
I
moment.
never did this. So this is so fun fact about me. Besides, it's two reasons why I don't wear really long nails. The one reason is I don't care. It's a 7 Mile Van Dyke in me. I had to be able to ball up a fist. I don't. I love the way the long, pretty nails look, but whenever I get when they say, "Oh, that's short enough," I'm like this. And also another fun fact: my left hand nails are always shorter than my right hand nails because I'm a lefty. So I got to make sure that that's my dominant. So, but I'm very sweet and kind. I swear to you.
Ladies and
But
gentlemen, you
also
heard
the
it
second,
first here.
because when I used to get my nails longer, a little, not dramatic long, but I used because I had an aunt. My aunt Paris always has these like super long, like curvy, beautiful nails. They're her natural nail, and I'm like, oh man, she get them done like beautifully all the time. I'm like, man, I want cute little long nails like that. So when I was a teenager, and able to pay for my own nails to everything get done, I would get them longer. And went to wipe the one day,
Sick.
and did
Don't, nope. We right here. Nope.
no. After that, I vowed to never get long. I said, nope, that did it. That's it. That's it. That did it for me. That
I was actually more care. You know what? You know what? I had that same experience, but different. I honestly was way more careful. And you know how you hold certain stuff? Like if you were going to hold toilet paper, you probably hold it like this or flap it over and hold it like that.
That
When I
yeah.
had when I had my sets, like back through high school, I think like junior to senior year and then freshman year of college, I would hold my toilet paper like this. So my hand would be open and I'd have to like wipe. It seems weird, but like it is weird. I'm not even gonna say it's not weird, but I would hold my toilet paper like this and I would like wipe
You
from
can't,
the side.
you can't have nails
Roll.
mud, but at all. You can't.
I was literally, hygiene was on fleek because I was like, I can't have dirty nails and I can't have a dirty booty.
No,
I'm
you
doing
can't.
too
You
many ridiculous shit.
that and mud, but don't go together. You can't.
Exactly. So it was just, it was very ridiculous. And I think the most difficult thing for me personally wasn't wiping my ass. It was putting like earrings and shit in. It's still difficult. Like I had
Really?
this whole set grown out. I had to cut them down because I couldn't get my earrings in. That pisses me off more than
Not getting there. I don't think. Yeah, I think that's what did it for me. Honestly, I think like I don't know. I mean, then I wasn't really thinking like, oh, my nails gotta be short. I was like, oh, it's so cute. So I want them kind of nails and everything. And
do
mm-mm,
it.
it just that killed that whole thing. I'm trying to figure out how we got to. Oh, I see. Well, never mind. I know how we got to poop from and see if somebody was jealous or crazy.
The peanut butter?
The peanut butter. The peanut butter.
Nah.
So
I'll
since
never want to do that level.
we were on the topic, where are my
Ooh,
scissors?
excuse me.
So since we were kind of talking about before you dipped in, I mean I know you've definitely seen it, but Taylor, did you see the short film? Since you commented and everything, ooh. But what did
What are
you?
you over there? What are you over there doing? What is that?
My gummies that melted into each other.
No comment.
It was sitting in the sun.
Nope. Nope.
Gonna be a beautiful day. Right.
In the neighborhood. Beautiful day. Would you be mine? Would you be my neighbor? Head ass.
Makes me happy. Um, what? So, what was your take, or how did you the film? You have any comments on it, or how did it?
You can have me get my whole review live.
I'm with it. We want to hear it.
My take was having actually sat and listened to it and comprehended it and not come from a place of bias.
Yeah.
Because I feel like had I gone into it like, yeah, this is my friend and F this B and blah, 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 it would have been a completely different experience. Now, yes, I was emotionally taken aback at certain points because I had to reel myself in. We talked about this. I had to reel myself in because there's some things that you went through that you conveyed through your uh film that I was like, yeah, I can relate to that. Yeah, I can relate to this. Okay, I can't really relate to that, but I can kind of sort of da da da. But there were just certain things that were very prevalent, and it was eloquently done. It was really beautifully shot and written, and I don't feel like it was like a drag. You know how some shit that people put together are like it's like on some blackmail, let me drag this person type shit. It wasn't even
Yeah.
that. It was just my personal confessionals from my experience in a shared experience. So
And that was
I enjoyed it. If y'all haven't watched it, y'all need to go watch that shit.
and like I said, and the funny thing was, the people that have seen it, um, and mostly and the guys that have seen it, they were appalled. And I'm like, y'all not watching. But then again, fun fact, it was an alternate ending that got cut, but it's fine because it got cut and it made it actually more meaningful. Never
Insert
mind. Never mind.
expletives,
Look on Odie.
insert expletives here and here and here.
Never mind the look on Odie's face, but it never get leaked. No, but yeah, it was.
Link in bio.
Look for the right price. You know what I'm saying? If you want to see the other, you know.
Slide through to thine DMs.
But I'll share my cash app if you're trying to see it. You know what I'm saying? You know, but no, there was an alternate ending, and you know, the reception from the alternate ending was even received. Once I kind of explained it, they like, oh, okay, I see what you did. But even initially, like the guys, like I said, when Real first seen the Real, was like, I'm like, this nigga here, you know, so and everything. But I'm like, okay, so no, I don't want you to take that away from it. Don't look at the person. The person is just a item in a bigger picture. Mm-hmm. You know, look at the whole story and listen to what's being said. So,
exactly.
See, I drop my cash app in. You know what I'm saying? Inbox me later. You know what I'm saying? Let my, you know, if you have you seen the video? See, if you've seen the video, to let me know and everything. But you know, we'll talk.
Y'all are a mess.
you know. I was told I could use anything.
Right. Head ass.
Head ass. Oh, nigga, head ass.
Do creative licensing, except
head ass. Either you need to go. I'm gonna here's the page right here, Caesar. I'm gonna
pin it.
Yeah, okay. RIUS. You can take a gander at it later if you like. Every time I try to do it, go pin comment. That's the page. So the page is basically that's going to be the page for all 6 books in the series. I'll give this book in particular is in the key of Robinwood. So the next one, you know, congrats guys, sneak peek. The next one is in the key of Lumpkin. And
if you lived on that motherfucker, you know it's about you.
And that's a funny thing, like Robinwood, like, okay, so all right, so behind the names, in the key of and each of the series are named after streets that I have personally lived on and that I've experienced, not necessarily the experiences that happened in the book, because Robinwood is like a childhood home and everything, whatever. So for me, it's a start there. It's weird because it's the first book. I couldn't do anything but name it after Robinwood. Like that was a given. So, but each book is different situation, different things told, but they all kind of come together. It's a nice little journey. But so the page actually takes you through the first beginning of the trip, and the video continues it. So there's little, you know, just go down a rabbit hole with it and everything, and take away stuff from it and everything. But yeah, so all of the books and everything will be attached there. I hate when sometimes my stuff want to send it sometimes. Free.
What's happening?
Now I was talking to my brother about some being trying to walk and chew gum at the same time. But yeah, that's my thing. I'm big on telling a story without telling the whole story, and kind of letting you kind of figure out some stuff to yourself. These are so good. I'm sorry. Shout out to Green Hayway because I love she's like my best friend. Shout out to Angie out there. She's like my best friend, I swear. They're gummies. Right. So how was your weekend?
It was fine. I can't see what my face is doing, but I feel like I know what my face is doing.
So you know we had those conversations where we like, your face is telling ... Your face. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, let me. My weekend.
Why very beautiful. It's fine.
Thank you. My weekend was. My weekend was perfectly fine. I was in an art show called Moving Pictures. It's a series of Detroit-based artists that come, and for now we're doing them outdoors. So
I like the outdoor. I like it being outdoors. I'm not gonna lie. Like when I went to that first one, because where is it at usually?
It's generally in whatever gallery is available. So I
I
think they've had it at the Baltimore
think
most times.
I think outdoors is fire. Like I like that different kind of feeling to being set up like that. I like being outdoor like that.
Yeah, the whole strip was very clean. I think we had 50 people this time, or we were
Really?
shooting for 50 this time. Close to 50. Everybody was really great, and you could see the distinction between everybody's styles and like their color palettes and what they're interested in and all of that shit. So I really enjoyed it for the variety's sake. And it got a chance, everybody got a chance to really just like flex, but we were all outside. So it was nice to be
Yeah.
outside.
I'm mad. Well, no, I'm not gonna say I'm mad because I was actually doing something amazing Saturday. But I'm like, dang, it's Tierra, it's Lighthearted. I was like, oh, I done missed everybody this one. Like, my little fellas was hurt for 2 seconds. I'm like, everybody was at this one, but it's still,
Well, the next
I'm
one
like,
is coming up for anybody that's interested. The next one is coming up July, the second week of July.
are you doing it? Are you doing the next one too?
Fuck yeah.
I
Fuck,
want, I
fuck
want.
yeah. I
If I
gotta
can finish,
go and buy some canvases, but
if I can
there's
finish
that.
this piece, I want to do this. I mean, that large piece that I got on there, I want to do that. I did order the what you call it stuff
Isn't
to
it bigger
do.
than 3x3 though?
God dang, it got to be 3x3, huh?
It or
I
maybe
could
a
have
little
sworn
bit bigger.
pieces was bigger than 3x3. The
Not this
first
go
one,
around. Everybody was pretty much cut to the easel. The only reason he wants to do 3x3 is because he's like handmade. Mike is hand making the easels, so
mm,
there's only so much weight that can go on the easel unless you just stand it up by the easel. That ain't. Hey, Ainge. How are you?
that's fair. Um,
Yeah, for weight purposes. Trying not to get paint on my fucking hand.
yeah, that's fair. Um, but yeah, so this weekend, um, y'all good patron saint of 7 Mile actually was doing the Lord's work, and I officiated my first wedding this weekend.
Yeah.
And apparently, as of right now, newsflash, I get to officiate another one um in August. Apparently, I don't know why people think it's. I don't know why people want me to marry them, but I'm honored. Because
Because you can read.
I think that's.
No shade, no tea to any of the ordained.
I think I like where you went with that. I think
I
that's
could have
pretty
gone
much.
so many other places. If you think about it, you know me. You know I could have
I'm
gone
proud
so
of you for
many more
stopping where
rapid
you're at.
places.
But however,
Thank you. Thank you. I'm proud of me too. Don't feel bad.
yeah.
Cause wow. So when is the next one coming up?
Um, August 1st.
Hey. Oh, that means you
August,
gotta stay. Oh, I was gonna invite you to do some hood rat things, but you're gonna be in this boy.
August 1st.
We can get you with it. Let's talk. Let's talk.
Oh yeah, what?
Talk. You
Dang,
can't
do
do
her
you
right
can't do hood
there.
rat things if you're doing the Lord's work.
Oh yeah. I mean,
You can't. No, ladies and gentlemen, here it is again for your viewing pleasure. This motherfucker.
I mean, the Lord, Father God, um, has installed a certain character in me, and in that character, He knows that I'm able to do hood rat things. He has made me who I am. I am wonderfully made. So in that, He said, "Chris, my child, go and do hood rat things if you want to do hood rat things." And I said, "Father, hey,
Let me know when you're done. Let me know when you're
there was
finished.
a little bit of hood rattery Saturday, a little bit. I was able to. I was listen. The bride told me to be my true and authentic self
Oh
because
Lord.
she knows that she has seen me in my walk. Okay, so for people that may not know anything, real quick, I'm a Christian. I'm a Christian woman. I might joke about a lot of stuff and everything, whatever. But Christ is completely first in my life and everything, and that's why I'm whole patron saint, archdiocese and everything, whatever. Candy Christian. There you go. But however, I don't ever. I will not beat you across the head with Christianity. Because I'm a firm believer in you coming to it authentically and organically, and just being like, hey, I desire that relationship, but I'll guide you that way. And that being said, I'm going to be me. I am also 7 Mile Van Dyke Chris. I mean, I am also S&B Chris. You know what I'm saying? Just, that, you know, I might swing on you and then pray for you in the same.
Wow.
It's happened.
Ladies
It's
and gentlemen, just need witnesses. Thank you.
literally happened several times. But yeah, so and that she was like, oh, she was like, nope, I want you to do it because I know you won't. She knew I wasn't going to come and go. All right, we all here today for the gathering and the marriage of these
Oh, she
two.
knew you wasn't gonna try and be Beyonce on
Oh, you thought I was okay?
and put on a
We
fake ass show. Got you.
we
Got you.
we together, ladies and gentlemen, to marry these two fine folks together. And I want to. I wasn't going through reading the love is patient. Love is like we're not Corinthian. We're not First Corinthian. The whole thing. No, I'm like nope. So I wrote her. I wrote vows.
Love is patient. Love is kind.
It
Fuck.
absolutely is.
Like yes, bitch, but yes, but
But yeah, but it's I
mm,
wrote it. And everybody in the wedding party was laughing and everything. Whatever. It's funny because her mom, who I know, I used to work with her mom. Like I'm standing there and she's talking. Her mom is talking. Everything talking. So the other guests are like, "You saying that in front of the minister, in front of the official?" She said, "Chris, get me and Chris to hang out and drink with each other." I'm like,
don't tell them that. Don't tell them
I was like, "Do you need me to put you up out of here?" And they said, "Oh, she cool. Oh, okay, she that kind." I said, "Oh, I look at y'all thinking I was well put together. Thank you. I look. Y'all thought
ma'am,
I was.
ma'am.
Oh,
I'm not about to play with you.
what's the problem?
Not even no, not even about to play with you.
What I do? What I do?
I feel like this shadow is wrong, but I'm not gonna touch it. And I can't show y'all.
I was getting. How did you know? You couldn't even let me get it out of my mouth. Like,
No, I'll show you at some point, but I damn sure ain't showing the general public right
you're not.
now. It's not
Um.
for the general public.
Any
This shit.
other thoughts? Anything been on your brain, or anything else you want to dive in before we dip out and talk?
Retrograde is in full swing, ladies and gentlemen. Please
Woo!
guard your emotions, your mind, your spirit, your body, that dick, that pussy. But mind them edges, mind your household, mind your car, mind mind your mind, mind your shoelaces.
I
Have I
said my.
named? Wait, I think I'm missing something. Mind all of it. Shit.
He
Put
did
it to
say my.
mind. Be mindful about what you're putting out
He
as well
said
as what you're accepting. So yeah, because yeah,
uh,
retrograde. Retrograde is not bad necessarily. Ange makes a good point. Retrograde ain't bad. It's just how you, just like you were saying earlier, Chris, it's not necessarily what you go through, it's like how you go through it. So you could say, okay, it's going to be a great ass day, but then the day is shitty. But if you've gone through it and you're like, even though I fell into a puddle and my lunch dropped on the floor and my boss was going off and this happened and that happened, if you still have a decent mindset and you've gone through it in a very like emotionally mature type of way, I feel like your day could still be amazing. It could still be beneficial and a quote unquote good day for you. So retrograde doesn't necessarily have to be a bad experience for most people, but I feel like they don't go into it mindful enough to just be like, this is going to be okay, regardless of what
right.
happened. Especially on top of what's happening now, like the current global climate, the current political climate, the global, all of that is just adding to the fact that retrograde is already like one of those things that everybody's like, oh, this is going to be trash. But stay mindful, everybody. That's the advice that I will give.
Please do. But um, yeah, and I didn't even realize that until I was just reading it somewhere earlier. I said, oh, that's why shit is just it's just all
Yeah,
over
it
the
dropped
goddamn.
on the 18th. We had a lunar eclipse. I missed it because I was like asleep, but
I missed it because
I was asleep. I'm Getting older is not a joke. It's one of those things where I'm like, you know what? My body needs a nap. It's gonna take this nap whether I want this nap to happen or not. And then I wake back up like, did I take a nap?
It
I'm at
said,
that point.
but did y'all see my, was I, they like, yes, you was
I
asleep.
was asleep.
Did y'all,
Oh, so y'all just gonna let me go to sleep? We couldn't wake you up. The fuck? That's where I'm at in my life.
but
Mercury
no, yeah,
retrograde, the
I was,
Cancer.
yeah, I sleep, and honestly, and that's what I think, because I'm like, dang, why is it kind of everywhere and everything, whatever, but I've been paying a lot of attention to, like, what's been happening and what's going on and stuff. And then when I realized, I said, oh, retrograde cut up right now. Okay, got it. I said, all right, that makes a lot
Yeah,
more sense because I didn't know what the heck was going on personally. So
it's just that. It's definitely just that. It's one of those test your patience, test your will, all types of shit. So whatever you haven't really worked on, I feel like retrograde brings that to the forefront and
yeah,
has you actively work through it for that amount of time. Like
I
Angel's
think,
saying, Mercury retrograde the Cancer way. It'll make you feel like you're a Cancer. You just be in there feeling all your feelings all at once.
and then nobody want to walk around feeling like no cancer.
Sorry, sorry.
I'm not.
I kind of, but
I mean, no, yeah, I'm sorry if you are walking around feeling like I'm.
wow, wow.
Go ahead. The views and opinions of Chris Jones. Go ahead. I got it for you. The views and opinions of
I
Chris Jones.
There you go. Thank you.
Don't worry.
They're not reflective of.
It's cool. No problem. Um, I guess we can wrap it up because we almost hit the hour mark, which is cool. Because we got to talk. We got to talk our crazy stuff. I think we gonna have to start doing the 3 hour holes after dark because it gets crazy after we get off our lives. We just be on the whole. So I think
Be
we're
on the
gonna have.
lookout. Definitely be on the lookout. If you haven't been watching the back episodes that you've missed on YouTube, definitely go check those out and plug in the key of one more time.
It's pinned down at the bottom.
The,
So
the at the end, please go check
yep.
that out. It is a small film attached to her entire book series. It's going to be a 6 book series coming out. This is the first book of the series in the key of Robin Wood. You need to see this. You need to see it. Go watch it. Get your life. Grab grab
Listen,
some tissues.
listen. Grab some
Grab some
tissues, everybody.
tissues. Grab
All right.
tissues.
Oh, we know how it goes. I just so happen to be Chris Jones, Motor City Peach. That right there, because you're probably down above me, is Odysseus Bluis. And we are 2 of the 3 hour hosts, but 3 hour hosts be back next week. Love y'all. Goodbye.